Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is like kind of really random, but I am moving in 2 months and 16 days and I need to figure my life out, and I have like a lot of books and I'm the type of person that wants to keep all of my books so I can one day have a library of books, but some of them I just know I won't ever read because I've learned what my genres I like and what genres I do not like. So my cats are being wild, but so I thought I would just go through my books and be kind of cutthroat with them with you, because I'm moving states and I don't really want to carry with me 70 books. Dude, they're literally acting crazy. Okay, anyway, so let's just get started, okay? Because I have so many and I just don't need them all. Alright, first book, Dark Matter. I have read Recursion by Blake Crouch, loved it, will definitely be keeping this one. Heroine, I don't know what it's called, how you say it. I have not read this yet. I don't know if this is going to be my favorite book, but I did pay full price for this, so I will be keeping it. And Dune. I tried reading this. No, absolutely not. But my boyfriend might read it, so I'm keeping it. Vault of Dreams. I should have a bookmark in here somewhere. Yeah, I started reading this like 6 years ago. No. Like, it's just young adult, fantasy, sci-fi, not a fan. I mean, I'm not going to read it. I started reading it and I didn't finish it. Educated. I got this thrifting. No. White Oleander. Absolutely not. Mockingjay. That's a maybe. I might keep it just because I read it like forever ago. Fallen Kingdoms. This is like, I assume, a young adult fantasy that my coworker gave to me a long time ago. Never read it. Don't want it. You guys, if you see anything in here that you're like, you need to keep that, you idiot, read it tonight, just let me know. I'm currently reading Bunny by Mona Awad, and I'm on like page 60 or something, and like that's my kind of book. Control Alcohol. We'll keep all my alcohol books. Crown of Midnight. I have not read that. I'm keeping it. Honestly, I'll put these in the maybe pile. Now, here's my dilemma. I have Twilight. I have the whole series. They are being obnoxious. I have the whole entire Twilight series, and I was absolutely obsessed. Obviously, middle school, high school. Do I keep it? I've had the same dilemma before, and I donated them all and then rebought them back at the thrift store. Like, am I going to want to one day reread these, or do I want to just keep them? Because, you know, I'm going to keep it. This, I'll probably never get rid of this book. This is like some book that my mom had for years and years and years before I was ever into plants. And then I found it while I was getting into plants. I'm like, Mom, how have you had this for this long? And I had no idea. But it's just pretty. Got like some basic plants, some outdoor plants, some indoor plants. It's just really cool. Reader's Digest. Yeah. I just think this is cool. Like, if I'm not a coffee table book kind of girl, but this is like my coffee table book. Keep. I'm going to try to be cutthroat. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I'm keeping this. Have not read this. It's a classic. And it's small. Like, the font is huge and it's like 150 pages. Wow. I could literally read this in like a couple hours. I don't know. Don't spoil it. Today I Affirm, a journal that nurtures self-care. I buy shit like this and like don't need it. Like, I'm never gonna fill out a journal every day. The Lovely Bones. Had that for years. Will not read it. The Rose and the Dagger. I read this for a book club that nobody else read the book. I'll keep it because it's pretty. Egghead. Keeping it, obviously. The Hating Game. One of my favorites. Keeping it. Alright, now I have this like collection of Game of Thrones. Have not read Game of Thrones. Probably would not like reading Game of Thrones. Love the show. Don't like reading fantasy. Not like fantasy like that, no. But I'll keep it because whatever. American Gods. This is a lot. Like, the font is tiny and it's like 500 pages. Like, will I ever read this? No. I'm keeping it. Emily Alone? What the hell is this? No. The Gifts of Imperfection. Let go of who you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you are. Okay, I'm keeping that. That's actually kind of cool. The Bell Jar. Have not read this yet. Will be keeping. The Perfect Girl. Jilly Macmillan. This must be by an author that I read. It's probably a psychological thriller. I probably will like it, but I'll keep it. I'll maybe keep it. The Book of David. Well, I read 168 pages out of 200. I'm gonna donate this. I just remember it not being my thing. Like, I really liked Go Ask Alice, and then I bought all those books inspired by anonymous author, and I'm like, okay, this one's not it. Speak will forever be one of my favorites. I don't know what this paperwork even was. I'm Not Dying Without You Tonight. This is a book that I borrowed from one of those like local library things on the side of the road. I have to give that back. I literally will never read that. Clockwork Orange, keep. Right Behind You, no. I don't like hardcover. I hate it. I don't want to read hardcover ever. No. Alright. Oh my god. That was flipping rude. What the fuck? Literally, that hit me right in the head. Love that. Okay, whatever. Alright, more Game of Thrones. Dracula, keeping it. Paper Towns, no. Haven't read it, don't want to read it. Throne of Glass, I'm about halfway. It's not my favorite thing, but, oh, a plane ticket from Minneapolis to Cleveland. I'm going to keep that. Keep that as a bookmark in the book that I will be keeping. Because one day I feel like I will read this. It's just not my favorite kind of genre. Corrupt. There was a point in time where I was watching a bunch of YouTube book recommendations, and this was on there. At this point in time, I have no idea what it's about. I imagine it's probably really cringy. Like, absolutely so cringy. I'm keeping it just because. And now here we have Sharp Objects. I've never read this. Love Gillian Flynn. Keep it. I have The Long Earth here, which my sister actually told me to read. And I have it in audiobook version as well. I'll keep it. Margaret Atwood, The Testament. Love The Handmaid's Tale. I'm keeping this. Have not read it. I've had it for years. I hate hardcover. Like, Fangirl, ew. Don't want that. Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Keeping it. Have not read it yet. This. Like, this is what I don't want. Don't want hardcover. I don't want this, like, this just reminds me of something I'd read in middle school. And, like, I'm 20, almost 27. I don't need this. Still Missing, Heart Pounding. Steven pulls out this stuff. This is either, like, horrible or it's probably horrible. Don't tell me I paid $12 for this. I don't even know what this is. Getting rid of it. The Girl He Used to Know. I'm gonna keep this. I remember I went to my local bookstore, which is like literally a 45-second walk from me. I can get coffee and books, and it's literally like a magical place. And I just went and bought like 7 books all at once and have not read any of them because that's like what I do. I buy stuff. This was in my maybe pile? Absolutely not. I buy stuff and then just like don't read it. Love that for me. Okay. Room? No. Hunger Games? Maybe. Got this at that bookstore local to me. 40 seconds from me. Literally, I can see the bookstore from my apartment. Keeping. Memoirs of a Geisha. No. Smack. Yes, I'm keeping. Just Between Us. No. And you guys, if, I think I'm going to try to take these to a bookstore because I've donated books in the past, like to Goodwill and stuff, but kind of want to get money for them because this is like a lot. Breaking Bailey. No. Because a lot of these books I've paid for. Like, Gone Girl, one of my ultimate favorite books ever. Like, this book put me on to psychological thrillers. My mom bought me this book when I was 19 for my 19th birthday. Changed the game for my reading, literally. I was, like, reading... I don't want to sound, like, pretentious, but I was reading teeny bopper books, like this. Like, this is what I was reading, and then I read this, and I'm like, yeah, we're sticking with this. Another journal that, like, I've had for 7 years. Don't need it. Silver Linings Playbook. I feel like I might like this one. I've never seen the movie, and these 2 actors, I'm just, like, over them, but, Like, if I really want to read it, I'll read it at a different time. I don't want that. You Are a Badass. Sure, I'll keep it. Blackout. Remembering the Things I Drank to Forget. I'm going to keep that one. Undrunk. A Skeptic's Guide to AA. No. Magic cards. This is my lion deck. Keeping. The Outsider by Stephen King. I probably won't read it, but my boyfriend might, so I'll keep it. Ghost, Beast, and Things That Go Bump in the Night. No. Running with Scissors. Yes. I feel like I will like that. If I ever read it, I'll like it. Spirit Walk. Also a book that I think I got from a coworker from years ago. No. No. Oh, this is such a good one. Behind Her Eyes. You guys, it says Netflix original series. No, girly, if you haven't read or seen it, read the book. Because I read this like 6 years ago. Read the book. I thought something. Anyway, read the book and then watch the show. Because this book is so good. Like, no joke, one of my favorites. My Wreck This Journal that I've had for 8 years. Every page blank. Besides the first page. No, I don't need that. Life and Death. Twilight Reimagined. Is this like Edward's? Ew! When Beaufort Swan moves to the gloomy town of Forks and meets the mysterious, alluring Edith Cullen. Oh, it's kind of like an opposite gen. Like, I've had this for years and didn't even know what it was about. I don't need that. Little Fires Everywhere. I've been meaning to read this. Keeping that. Hardcover. Don't want it. Too big, too bulky. Don't want it. The Wives. Don't want it. Like, I know that's my genre, but I don't want it. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I will never read it. I've had this for so long. I will never read that. Illuminae. I'm keeping this. I started reading it. Didn't get very far. Smashed. Story of a drunken girlhood. I'm keeping that. One Day. What is this about? I don't care. Actually, I'm going to keep this because I feel like this is going to be a good romance. Unless it sucks. Who knows? Tell me in the comments. The Giver. Like, why do I have this? Like, this is, like, I'm not in school. I don't need this. I'll keep it. It's classic. Never read it. A Little Life. Have not read this yet. Cannot wait to start. Just a little intimidated. Like, I think about it all the time, but I'm just a little nervous. My Dark Vanessa. Keeping that one. Have not read it yet. They Both Die at the End. I don't know if I'll like this, but I will keep it. The Unhoneymooners. Will be keeping. Have not read. Frankenstein. This cute little green and blue copy. Will be keeping. Ooh, what's that? Ordinary People. I'm keeping this. Don't know. Haven't read it yet. Our Q&A Love Story. Oh, I'm keeping this. It's like a 5-year journal that... Shutter Island. I feel like I would like this book if I read it. I'm going to keep this. You know what? Which one? Getting rid of One Day. Keeping Shutter Island. Like, I won't miss it if I don't know what it is. The Girl in 6E. This better be a thrifted book. I did not pay money for this. I don't want it. An Anonymous Girl. I think I bought this at Target, so I'm keeping it even though I don't want it. The Handmaid's Tale. Must Stay. Say the Word. I feel like this was one of my favorites in high school. I'm going to donate it. Catching Fire. Probably keeping. Alright, The Knife of Letting Go. You can see I started this. I'm on page 90. I mean, I started this like literally 7 years ago and never read it. So, I know I'm going to keep it because I remember reading it and it was pretty cool. For like a... I don't want to bash on young adult, but for like a young adult, like, sci-fi is kind of cool. Like, the idea is kind of cool. Alrighty, going down to the wire. I don't have that many. Oh yeah, keeping that. Stephen King, Salem's Lot. My mom claims that this is the scariest book ever. I will be keeping this. Have not read it yet. Daisy Jones and the Six. And it looks like I spilled water on it. Probably watering a plant, but I'm keeping that because I have not read it yet. Leanne Moriarty, Apples Never Fall. I think this is her newest book, and I've read all of her other previous ones, so I'll keep that. I still think her best one was like What Alice Forgot or something like that. Okay. The Trap. I think I bought this for a book club a long time ago. No one read it. I will be keeping it. You guys, dead inside? I'd rather be dead inside than read this. Like, I'd rather be dead on the outside. This is horrible. I know I just got this, but I'm getting rid of it. I read 20 pages and was, like, gagging. The Secret. Like, yeah, stay positive. I'm getting rid of that. The Wrath and the Dawn goes with another book that I kept. This is an okay book. Not my favorite. It's like a Arabian 1000 Nights or whatever. Life of Pi, I will keep. Requiem for a Dream, keeping. The Merciless, I remember buying this because it's pink. Forgive us, Father, for we have sinned. I don't want that. Waiting, no. Supermarket, I've heard that this is really awful. But it's by Logic, so I'm going to keep it because I haven't read it yet. The Girl Who Played with Fire, I'm going to get rid of that because I think it's a sequel. And Trust Exercise. That is the last one, which I feel like is going to be good. I don't know. I kind of like contemporary, like just mundane kind of life, or like a psychological thriller. I don't know. I'm very picky now. When I was younger, every book was my favorite book. And now that I've, you know, progressed with my reading and figured out what I like and don't like, it's like I've become very picky. So I'm saving half and getting rid of about half. I do have the full Harry Potter collection, and I will probably keep my Twilight collection as well, which is still on the shelf, but I'll show you my Harry Potter collection. I got this for Christmas for my brother one year. It's so cute. I like this. You guys have all probably seen this one, but it was very sweet of him. So I'm going to keep that and then keep my Twilight collection as well. So yeah, I'm sure that this wasn't very riveting for you guys. Like, this video is kind of boring, but you know, I am moving soon and need to hold myself accountable, and to, you know, I was gonna bring all these books with me, and that's just like, that doesn't need to be the case. So I feel good about that, and now I'm just kind of like, where am I gonna put the books now? Because my car's been in the shop for like the last 3 months. Every time I get my car back, it goes back into the shop for something else. It's been horrible. So I don't really know what to do with these books. But yeah, thanks for watching. Maybe I'll have more decluttering videos. Okay, bye.